First, Republicans wasting very little time saying the president's been all over the map, unfocused, unclear, and unlikely to get the ball moving, and the economy soon improving. With me now, Minnesota Republican Congresswoman Michele Bachmann. Congresswoman, the markets have come back a little bit. They gave back some of yesterday's gains, but surprisingly not all of them, or most of them. So maybe things are stabilizing?
It'd be wonderful if they were stabilizing. I think what you saw with the 500-point gain yesterday and the 115-point gain today is that we're seeing whipsawing in the market. And what we need more than anything, Neil, is certainty. I don't think we're quite there yet. Yesterday was an indication that Wall Street was saying, thank you, Madam or Mr. Secretary, for a plan. We're just not quite sure about all the details.
All right, but he still is popular, and he still leverages that personal popularity as Ronald Reagan did on the right to use his personal popularity for sometimes programs that were not very popular. Is this president succeeding on the left, if you will, Congresswoman, what Ronald Reagan did on the right?
I think that there is still an unwillingness on the left to let go of this president, but we're also seeing, for instance, Paul Krugman coming and taking the president to task on his budget proposal. This is a lot for the left to have to eat and to have to own. A $3.9 trillion budget, something that will double our debt in 6 years, something that has the potential of $1 going into Washington, will have 70 cents paying just interest on the debt. This is astounding, the level of debt. But
Congressman, are Republicans hurt making this argument because you too spent like crazy and you too helped contribute to these big deficits and this piled on debt? So voters at home are saying, well, they're hardly in a position to judge.
Well, Neil, I would say that there isn't moral equivalency here. I would be the first one to say that Republicans spent too much. I wasn't here to be a part of that overload that Republicans did. But if you look at the charts and if you look at the graphs, again, President Obama in this budget is going to double what the debt is. But here's an even more key fact. President Obama will accumulate more debt just in his presidency than all previous 43 presidents combined. That's astounding. One man will accumulate more debt than all 43 combined. That's why the American people are more than a little nervous right now.
All right, Congressman, we'll watch it all very closely. Great having you on again. Thank you.
Thanks, Neil. Always a pleasure to be with you.
Well,